Hello everyone, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access TV.
And I'm Kim Anderson. I'm on the board of MCAT, and I'm the Director of Programs and Grants for Humanities Montana.
I want to welcome you to our second to last for this season edition of Missoula Live.
I don't know how everyone will get through the summer.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. It's terrible. Well, I had a few things to talk about. We have 4 guests today from some very interesting organizations. And on my cheat sheet, the lead story of what's going on. Today is Monday, May 2nd. Tomorrow, Tuesday, May 3rd. So you may see programs in which this is all but over. And we'll give an update when we come back for the last time, May 16th, and say how it went.
Right.
How what went? Well, I'll tell you.
Duh.
It's Give Local, Missoula County tomorrow. Really, the event is statewide. But I guess we're focusing on 130 organizations in Missoula County that are all part of this attempt to make philanthropists out of ordinary citizens.
All of us.
The unwealthy
Yes.
could give on Give Local Missoula County Day. And Scott is showing you folks at home the website. And the website lists all the organizations, and you can search for your favorite organization to see if they're participating. Mm-hmm. And they're hoping for the average donation of $10.
Right.
Their vision is 3,000 people giving $10, and the goal is $300,000 given in one day.
So, for instance, I think most of us, especially in Missoula, where there are so many nonprofits,
Right.
so many organizations, you've probably got 3 or 4 that are dear and close to your heart. So you could just say $10 here, $10 there, $10 there, and it all adds up.
Yeah, and it kind of gives people a sense of reflective pride because they're trying to do this within a 24-hour period. And to that end, there's going to be like a telethon, sort of like a telethon. If you are interested in the progress of what's going on, tomorrow, only Tuesday, May 3rd, because it's live on MCAT's website. Go to Local Live, the tab on the MCAT website, shown here by Scott, blown
Right.
up.
There it
and
is, Local
cursored by
Live.
him.
Yeah.
And Scott is doing a tremendous amount of work. Scott Ramp, who does a morning show and is switching this show for you right now. He has recorded over or nearly 37 public service announcements for participating nonprofits.
You guys are so awesome.
Isn't it something? And then after the show, he and I are going to load up the truck with remote switching equipment, and we're going to bring it to the Florence Hotel building. So they're going to do they are Scott and Noel, not Asaph because there's no piano.
Oh, right.
They're going to do Wake Up Missoula tomorrow from the Florence Hotel building lobby.
Is this going to
Off
work?
this event. Yeah, it's supposed to work.
Is this going to work?
We'll make it work because we have our cellular bonding go anywhere thing that brought the citizens the Supreme Court hearing.
Yes, so
City
brilliantly.
Missoula Mountain Water.
I watched it at my desk.
Did ya?
Thank you very much. Yes.
So that's going to happen with special guest hosts at 11 a.m. I think they're going to be there through 3 p.m. And that is Susan Patrick Hay of United Way.
Oh, neat.
And Mark Haka, who's a KCI expert weatherman. Meteorologist, thank you. So they're going to host from 11 to 3. That includes a roundtable discussion on philanthropy in there.
Wow.
Somewhere, I don't know, 1-ish, 1:30. And then they pack everything up and move it to Imagination Brewery on West Broadway.
Fun.
Yeah, so there'll be more live streaming from there. There'll be a band. And of course, like a telethon, they want to give viewers an update, how much money had been raised.
How's it going?
Right, to give you a sense of inclusion and excitement.
Yeah.
And to join you, the viewer, to participate, however humbly you may, in this local day of philanthropy. So I guess that's enough about that. Sorry it took so long, but it's complicated.
Yeah.
Other MCAT items. So this is the last month to participate in, let me just say film camp because I see it up there.
Right.
So you guys may be tired of hearing about it. You may be new viewers. MCAT has offered summer camps for the last 5 or 6 years.
Very successful.
Led by Scott Ramp, Noel McAvoy, Mason Good. Everyone has a good time. Mm-hmm. They're afternoon camps, the first 2 suitable for ages 9 to 13. And there's different activities in each camp you can read about on the website. The first camp starts June 20th through the 24th, Wildlife Filmmaking Camp. And there the kids are going to go to Kate Davis's Raptors of the Rockies facility in Lolo, and they're going to pick out a bird and do a documentary about an owl or an eagle or a falcon or a peregrine. Then on July 11th, there's stop motion camp. And Scott, maybe you want to show that. You want to show that clip you made? Scott made this clip using chroma key with green clay, green modeling clay.
Here we
and
go.
So what the green clay does is it makes the camera colorblind to that, and it will show an image that's substituted for what's really there.
Oh wow, look
So
at
it's
that.
like an animated puzzle piece of a
Yeah.
coral reef using the green clay. Isn't that fun?
So your kids can learn how to do something like
Yeah,
that.
they can learn how to do something like
Amazing.
that. And then we have an experimental camp in the sense that this is the first year that we've offered it, ages 13 and up.
Right, it's
Yeah.
a more challenging age
Yeah,
group.
and
for
it's a
camp.
full day
Yeah.
camp, and it's to make a short zombie movie. This is July the 25th through the 29th. So,
How is enrollment in the camps? How is enrollment going?
enrollment. You know,
There's still
it's about
room.
halfway. There's still room.
Okay, but
each
it's-
camp is isn't that right, Scott? About halfway in each
Filling
one.
up.
Yeah, there's capacity for 12 and 12 in the first, so we have 6 and 6 registrants. And then about 5 so far have registered for the first, and they just want 10 in there because
Okay.
it's more.
Get those kids occupied for the summer.
Yeah,
It's
and you can
coming.
learn more about it on our website. And then, so the last month for Saturday animation drop-in, and this is every Saturday 1 to 5 p.m., is this month. So there'll be 3 more sessions, 3 more Saturdays. If you want, for instance, see if your kid would like any of that activity.
Try it out before camp.
Try it out. It's
Yeah.
$10 for
Right.
the afternoon. And that is every Saturday including May 21st, and then it's Memorial Day weekend.
Right. Wow.
The summer will have started. So the final element I have for you of MCAT news is that the tour and training of MCAT for the general public is Wednesday, May 11th at 5:30 p.m. No appointment necessary. Just come down to MCAT, 500 North Higgins, and at 5:30 we'll give you a tour of what we have in the way of editing, the studio, and cameras and equipment you can check out should you want to make a TV show for the community. Well, I'm putting myself to rest and finally welcoming Misha Porter. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Did you have something you wanted to say for Humanities
That's
Montana?
fine. If we have time at the end, I'll put it in at the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes, positive.
Okay.
Misha.
Yes?
Special Olympics.
Yes, I'm a global messenger for this area.
That's wonderful. What does that mean, a special
I
messenger?
can go into any public area and speak on the behalf of Special Olympics.
Wow, that seems like it must be quite an honor.
Yes, it is.
And I see you have a bunch of medals
You
on.
really
Yes,
do.
Tell us about those.
Those are from 1995 and 2011 World Games that I have been to. One was in Connecticut and one was in Greece.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
No doubt. What was it like to do the Special Olympics in Greece?
It was pretty cool. It was warm there. The building, it could have been in better repair, but the stadium, since they used it last time before we did, they had graffiti and stuff on the walls, but on the building. But otherwise, it was really nice.
Oh, wow.
The weather was warm. If you ever go to Greece, you want to take your own milk and want to make sure they have a place to refrigerate it. Because the milk I drank while I was there was warm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Different cultures,
Yeah.
have very different.
I'm thinking of their yogurt, which is very popular.
Yes.
So the Special Olympics regionally are coming up, is
The
that right?
state games are coming up the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th of this month.
And where are they held?
And all surrounding areas of Missoula here.
Wow.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit before we started the show, and it makes sense, right, that you have different facilities And it would take place at all these different places, like aquatics. You're gonna be at a pool.
Yeah, it's going to be at the YMCA, I believe.
Okay. And there's kayak.
And that's at Frenchtown Pond.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Cycling, a track and field.
It's going to be here at the university track and
Nice.
and the surrounding areas of the universities where they'll do the track.
Oh yeah, and there's going to be a golf venue. It says, but does it
Yeah.
mean there'll be a golf competition?
Yes, there is.
Wow. And let's see. There's 8 weeks of training. You want to talk to people about how that goes?
Yeah, we had to train before we can compete, and then we go to an area meet, which we just had, and I got a 4th and a second.
What do you compete in?
400-meter walk and turbo jab. And then at state, I will be doing the 400-meter turbo jab, the turbo jab, 400-meter walk, the turbo jab, and 2 equestrian events. So I'll be doing the walking trail and the equitation, where the judge tells you what to do.
Oh, so you ride?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I know, I'm impressed with that.
So you were saying that's what would be held at that riding facility
Yeah.
near to
Right.
Big Sky.
Yeah.
So how many participants will be taking place in the state
Oh,
event?
they'll come from all over.
They're coming from all over the state,
Yeah, all
right?
over Montana.
And if people want to get involved or help out,
They go to smot.org and sign up to volunteer there.
okay, say that again one more time.
SOMT.org.
Okay, and there it's on our website.
Oh, good. It's on the screen.
Good. SOMT.org.
Yeah.
And you can find out, because you do need volunteers,
Yes, and
don't
they can
you?
go to the volunteer section there and sign in.
Oh, Scott's showing it now.
Yeah.
State summer game.
What sorts of things do you need volunteers help with?
The timing, the escorting athletes from one area to another, this variety of things.
Sure.
The dinner and the dance at the university, and the carnival games. There's variety of areas that need help.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a massive undertaking. I mean,
Yeah.
with so many different venues and different people involved.
And they will be here for 2 more years after this.
Oh, that's neat to know.
Yeah.
Is it held every year?
Yes, it's held every year.
It's not every 4 years. Like
And the World Games are every 4.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if people want to go and watch the Special Olympics, can anyone just go and
they can go and just watch it in any venue.
Great.
Yeah, and they can go to their website to find out where the venues are and go to that certain venue if they have a friend who is competing.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there an admission price at the venue?
No admission.
Wow, so it's
it'd be
free.
fun to
Yes.
All
do.
the events are free.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we are selling Chevy raffle tickets,
Ooh.
$5 each. They will be sold at some of the venues, and then they'll be sold right before the closing ceremony on May 20th at the track.
And that goes to help support
and
the
they are
games.
sold at Town Pump and different areas around town.
Nice, nice.
And they're $5 each. And if you see an athlete with the tickets, $2 of each ticket goes directly to our area.
Oh,
And I don't have those on me right now.
Oh, how merciful. Otherwise, we'd be buying them.
I guess. Well, it sounds like you've been involved with the Special Olympics for a long time, Misha.
Over 30 years.
That's amazing. What a great volunteer effort on your part.
Yeah.
Well, anything you want to add?
We really need the volunteers, and please sign up.
Okay, go to the website,
SMOT.org.
smot.org, and sign up to help out. It's a great event.
Yeah.
And good luck in your
Yeah.
events.
Yeah.
And the Special Olympic Games have been going on since 1968.
Wow. Wow. And you've been involved for a large part of that time.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Well, Misha, thanks so much.
Thank
You can
you.
just stay there, and we'll show the folks at home a public service announcement, something, maybe a clip. I don't know.
Maybe a Give Missoula?
Oh, you
Give
want to do
Local?
that? Show people that one of the PSAs of Give Local? All right.
Yeah.
So watch this, and we'll be right back with some new guests.
My name is Judy Gudgel. I am here on behalf of More for Kids. This is a group that was established due to the downturn in the economy, and we found out we had cold and hungry children right here in Missoula. Things were difficult for so many people, and it's hard to see families struggling. We are a group that works on youth development. We offer every child a chance. We want to renew hope, and in the meantime, we're also changing lives. It's shoes, it's coats, it's mittens, it's food, and it's been a delight to be able to help the community. So we thank all the great support that we've had. Also want to thank Give Local, because that is a wonderful way for us to be able to promote our cause and let people know we're out here, and we really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
My name is Jason Schroeder. I'm here representing the Maxwave River Enhancement Project. Our mission here in Missoula is to take a currently impaired, dangerous section of the Clark Fork River here in downtown Missoula and create safe, fun, accessible recreational opportunities that the whole community can enjoy here in Missoula. For folks who want to kayak, surf, inner tube, swim, fish. There's currently a lot of trash and rebarb and other things that line the banks of the river. And I think we need to quit turning our backs on the river and face the river, Missoula. So we ask you for your support to help us move forward and accomplish our goals of building the Maxwave River Enhancement Project.
Oh, we're back.
And here we are.
We're here with Tracy Pohdorf. She is representing Living Art, and she's here principally to talk about their annual fundraiser, which is called the Light Show. And it has a theme every year, and this year it is Phoenix Rising.
That's right.
That's
Wow,
cool.
that's very dramatic.
It is very dramatic. And you know, we're living up to the drama because we have fire dancers this year and a whole choreographed entrance of our lamp lady, which is kind of the mascot for the light show. Heather Adams at the DDC helps us out a lot, Downtown Dance Collective.
Oh, yeah.
So our fundraiser's a little different in that it does include a lot of entertainment.
Oh yeah. Now, for people who've never been to the light show or haven't seen the ads, describe its
What happens?
history and what happened.
The history of the light show, this is the 12th annual light show. So it started out as a fundraiser, and we auctioned off, originally we just auctioned off lamps that artists in the community would create. That's really evolved. So we asked local artists to create pieces that are inspired by themes of reflection or light. Some artists take our event theme, Phoenix Rising, and use that as inspiration, but these are pieces created for the light show.
We're showing some of them right now on the
Yeah,
screen.
they
They're
look
really
great.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That one is really interesting. That's a collaboration. We see a lot of collaborations for the light show. It's our board member, Michelle Weaver Knowles, and she worked with the shop fabrication manager out at Neptune Aviation, Eric Stavish, and that's a piece that they worked on together. So,
neat.
and Neptune Aviation is a big sponsor for the light show.
Yes,
So
they've really been generous.
they are incredibly
Living
generous.
Art.
Yes, yes.
But they took advantage of Living Arts, I mean in a positive way, Living Arts services. And maybe you should tell people at home what those services are.
Yes,
Like what?
yes. There are a lot of
What do they
people
do?
who know the light show, but they have no idea what it means.
That's kind of a successful event, though.
Right,
That's
it is. We branded the light show well.
Yeah.
But Living Art of Montana has been active in Missoula for over 23 years. We offer art and writing workshops for people dealing with cancer, chronic illness, and loss. And we're located upstairs in the warehouse mall. That's where all of our workshops happen. And we have workshops for anyone dealing with illness and loss, and that includes care providers and family members as well. We have workshops specifically for people who have or have had cancer as well.
And the sorts of workshops that are available, besides the writing, there's physical arts like mask making.
Most of them are,
Yeah.
so many disciplines. We have artists in the community volunteer their time and talent really to help us provide a wide variety of workshops like printmaking, painting, mask making, like you said, fiber arts. It's really endless. It's amazing.
Great.
Yeah, there's a wonderful interplay of stuff that goes on, right? Because the people that participate are all going through the same sort of life-threatening illness or caring for someone with a life-threatening illness. So you'd say, well, why couldn't the person just go to Zootown or some other location to do art activity? But this is very different because it's addressing some of those psychological, emotional needs.
And the really interesting part is that we don't necessarily talk about what they're going through.
Right.
Somebody comes through the door and we don't ask why they're there.
Sure, right.
But that we hear it from participants over and over again, that underlying feeling that everybody gets it is huge. They don't have to say, they can say, it's a bad day, and they don't have to explain it any more than that. And people get it, and they don't have that in every aspect of their life.
It's a safe space, and a way to express yourself, if not indirectly through what you're doing.
Absolutely. A diagnosis can be a really chaotic and confusing time, and what creative expression can do is it helps people kind of dive into that chaos and pull out something that's concrete.
Yeah.
Whether it's a mask or a poem or painting, and then they can kind of look at it and be like, oh, okay.
Right.
That's what's happening.
And sometimes you don't know what you're feeling until you see it.
Absolutely.
That happens.
Absolutely. So, but it's also a great community. The participants are really there for each other and provides a nice support network that way too.
Yeah, I can imagine that a lot of friendships are formed and relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's amazing is we have a Facebook page. We have 2 Facebook pages, one for Living Art of Montana and one for The Light Show. They're kind of fun to watch. It's amazing to see participants really connect and support each other on Facebook because they can't always get out and be there for each other physically.
Yeah.
So as a benefit of the virtual world, we'll talk to Lisa a little later on about unplugging and playing, but in this instance,
there's
the virtual
in terms of keeping in touch with what's going on.
It runs the whole spectrum, I guess.
Yeah. So it's obviously a great cause, and the Light Show is your big fundraiser of the year,
Yes,
right?
the Light Show, income from the Light Show makes up 1/3 of our annual operating budget. It means the world to us. So
Yeah.
It is a big deal. The artists who donate their work at 100%. We also have a silent auction going on during the evening, a couple of different raffles and lots of different ways. We had actually participants and volunteers making night lights this year. I don't have photos of those, but that's kind of amazing. They're centerpieces, but they'll be for sale at the Light Show too.
And the show includes a dinner.
The show includes a dinner. It's out at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Right.
So there's a cocktail hour, there's dinner. Our MC this year is Reed Reimers. He's a local actor you probably know from
very entertaining.
SciShow and also Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's very entertaining. Yes, we have fire dancers from Moksha helping us out too.
Wow.
And then the live auction starts. Yeah.
And the date on this is?
May 21st. Yep, Saturday, May 21st. Starts at 5:30. If people want to order tickets, you can do that on our website, livingartofmontana.org.
Okay.
And they can pay with the credit debit card and all that stuff.
Absolutely. You can also call us, 549-5329 is our number. So.
And similarly, too, if people say, I think I would like to enroll in Living Art, take a class or something, they can get a hold of you that way.
Absolutely. You can check out our website for updated workshop schedule information. You can call if you want to just ask some questions. A lot of times you need to talk to somebody to, get to a comfort level to come through the studio for the first time. But we have a workshop, Saturday, there's one coming up at 10:30. Loretta Vizzuti is making some button bracelets. They're kind of fun.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I have that. I have a post of that on Facebook on the Living Art page as well. Those are, you don't even have to register for the Saturday workshops. We have them twice a month, year round. They're drop-in.
Oh, wow.
So people can check it out.
So that's a very relaxed way to just...
Absolutely. Just come at
what's going.
10:30 and all materials are provided. You don't need any art experience. You can just come check it out.
Very cool.
Great.
So, the light show, one of Missoula's best
Yes.
loved events, is coming up May 21st.
Yes.
Hilton
Get the
Garth
tickets
Meeting.
online.
Yep. Or call.
Yeah, or call. That's right. It's
Yeah.
only 3 weeks away. So
I know.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, Tracy. With
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to be right back. We still have, I can't remember who's next, though. I guess it's the,
Let them fight it out.
okay, but I think it's the Public Art Committee is going to talk about the signal boxes.
Oh, good. More signal boxes.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
My name is Betsy Mulligan-Daig, and I'm the Executive Director at the Jeanette Rankin Peace Center. We've been in Missoula 30 years in 2016, so we appreciate all the support over the years that you've given us to make us a unique and very vital part of Missoula. Our mission is to make peace visible in this world of ours, and more importantly, the work is about learning about and exploring and reflecting and even practicing how it is that we make peace together and what that really means. What we believe is the true mission of peace is not only talking to people that agree with you, but getting out of that comfort zone to reach out and have the dialogues with people that are different and learn and grow together. And that is the true kernel of what it is to make peace. So thank you for being part of that with us. To our members, to our community, we appreciate that support for 30 years. And we're proud to this year partner with the Give Local campaign, the Missoula Community Foundation. It's a great opportunity for us and for you to give local in Missoula. So thank you.
We're Soft Landing Missoula. We are a dedicated group of volunteers who have come together to bring a refugee resettlement office to Missoula, Montana, and then help support that office as well as our community and the refugees that come. And we're really grateful to be a part of Give Local Missoula for the first time.
I'm Paige Good,
I'm Jennifer Anthony.
and we're with Preserve Historic Missoula.
Our mission is to educate the population about the importance of historic preservation and how it makes Missoula what Missoula is.
We're interested in preserving some of Missoula's most historic sites because once they're gone, we can't get them back. And our history and the character of our city is founded on those buildings. The more we lose, the less we have left. We've come to partner with Give Local so that we can raise funds to continue our efforts to bring attention to these very special historic sites, as well as give back to the community along with some other local charities.
So you can find out more about us at preservehistoricmissoula.org and savethemerc.org. Thank you.
Okay, we're back. We're back to talk about traffic signal box decorations. There's an open call to artists. It ends June the 3rd?
June 3rd.
June 3rd. So if you're interested, listen up, artists. It's a way to become nearly immortal on the streets of Missoula.
Which we so love. We so love.
Well, do you want to explain to people a little, how does it work?
Sure. This is actually our 8th opportunity for local artists. Artists need to live in Missoula County to participate. So this is one of our projects that only local artists can participate in. We have the art call. It went out actually at the end of March. We've had an informational meeting for artists, but we also, artists can go to the City of Missoula Public Art website to find out more details about the actual art call. But in Missoula, there are 74 traffic signal boxes. Thus far, we have artwork on 50 of them.
Good job.
Wow. We're getting up there. And so this year, we have an opportunity for 5 more artists to contribute designs to our landscape of signal boxes.
Wonderful.
It's very exciting. Artists, they have choices to complete the boxes in 2 ways. They can paint the boxes, or they can have their image translated onto vinyl, which will then be applied.
We're showing one of the actual life-size ones now.
Yeah, so people at home could see too.
Right.
What do they mean, traffic signal boxes? But they're pretty large, right?
I think that one is
So
vinyl.
that
yeah.
one is vinyl, and the traffic signal boxes, they actually hold the guts, the innards, all of the
Yeah.
electronics for the traffic signals on the corners
Very
where there are
important
streetlights.
to us.
Very important.
And up
very
until this
important.
brilliant program, they were all just kind of beige, bland boxes.
That drab gray. It
Right.
is amazing how many people have said, I didn't even notice those before
Yeah.
you all started putting artwork on them.
Well, now when you drive around and you see the bare ones, you're like, oh.
Yeah, they've got to get to that one.
Exactly, exactly.
It's a joy now, whether you're biking or motoring or walking. I mean, I have my favorites, you know, and sometimes I'll be coming up to a stoplight and I'll go, oh, that's right, don't forget to take a look.
There's that
Exactly.
one. I like the
There's that
popcorn one on
The
West
popcorn
Broadway.
box
I like
on
to-
Russell.
Is it on Russell?
No, that's
it's on
that's
West
actually
Broadway.
on Mullen and West Broadway.
Yes, by the bus
Oh,
station.
Mullen and West Broadway.
Yeah.
Right
And,
by the
and
bus
the
You have
interesting,
one on Russell?
No.
The popcorn one?
No, I just got confused.
the interesting thing about popcorn is the woman who did that, the artist who did that, Paula Goldberg, is the one who actually came up to me at one of our receptions and said, we have traffic signal boxes, artwork on traffic signal boxes in my hometown in Missouri, and I think we need to do that in Missoula. So that was in 2008. And so our first art call went out in 2009. And I do have to give a shout out to the Montana Department of Transportation, because they have been the folks that started working with us and still work with us on the project are absolutely amazing, along with the City of Missoula Public Works.
Oh, good.
State owns most of them.
Right.
But the city maintains them. So, and we've had a lot of donations through grants, foundations, and private donors, because there is no standing budget for this project.
Okay.
Artists receive $1,000
Wow.
to pay for materials.
Okay.
We actually, why we have brought some of our models with us today is, in addition to telling us about their artwork in a proposal, a written proposal, artists need to design a model of what their image will look like on the traffic signal
Oh, so
boxes.
they make it a
Okay.
3D, and that's
They
what we're
actually
seeing
have to
in the
do that, and they
foreground.
have to be a minimum of 12 inches in height,
Mm-hmm.
so we can actually see the artwork.
Right.
We brought two with us. One, Carl Stein, his piece is over on Beckwith and Arthur, and then
Yes.
Melissa Madsen, hers is at Lower Miller Creek and Highway 93 South.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not out
I don't.
there.
Yeah, I don't go that way that often
Right.
too. I
But
like that.
I love.
the front
I've
of
seen
it.
Carl's.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner.
Well,
from
you know, and they're
Oh,
so
is it?
exciting. One of the things that was great about the project is, yes, there were a lot of signal boxes to start with, but we decided, let's do a few a year. First
Yeah.
of all, we have to raise all the money, so it's easier to raise
Right.
smaller bids
Right.
sometimes. But the other part of that is we have artists that are coming back to Missoula who've been
Sure.
away, and so it gives us a broader selection of artwork
Of
on the signal
course.
boxes if we just do 5 to 10 a year.
Now, you kind of intimated that this is something that happens around the country, right? It's not just unique to
Oh,
Missoula.
Missouri, for instance. the
Actually,
hometown of
around the
Paula.
world, if you search for traffic signal box art on the internet, we're very proud to say we usually come up in the top 3 in Missoula,
Really?
Montana.
Little Missoula?
And I think we're continuous and we're constantly updating our sites. But New Zealand, Australia, Europe, and then in a number of places around the country. In fact, as our committee has helped a number of communities around the state and the country get going with this project, because we just provide everything to them that they will need. We share
that's great.
everything we've done to this point.
So, how do you raise the money for the program?
Grants. We beg.
We have, well, you know, it also too, we've written grants. There's foundation monies that have been given to us. We've had some amazing businesses in Missoula because the signal
important.
boxes are close to their
Sure.
location, so they have contributed to
That's
the project.
great, yeah.
You know, we also, once we get the boxes submitted, what is also important is then we often get 20 to 30 submittals for the number 5 to 10 that we have each year. So we have a selection committee that consists of the Public Art Committee, the neighborhood associations. In fact, this year we've got some neighborhood grant monies that are contributing to the project. So we'll have the Franklin to the Fort and the Grand Creek neighborhood folks involved. And we have local businesses involved. We have the highway department involved. We have the city public works and the graffiti team involved. So it's actually, it's a really collaborative Missoula project that actually determines who will actually be doing the work on the signal boxes.
Right.
So artists listening, the time draws nigh, but they still have time, about a month, right? But a requirement they may not be aware of, I guess artists are used to submitting PDFs or JPEGs and things like that. This is a little different, right? Because they need to submit an object, as we see here.
They do need to submit an object, and we are using Submittable as a form for us to
Which is very user-friendly,
yeah,
very
super
easy.
user-friendly, so people can submit their proposal on Submittable to us, so we can read over those before we go on to the final stage of having a 3D model.
Oh, so it's not like everyone applying makes a 3D model. First, show some artwork or something, go through a vetting process.
Well, actually what they do is they do submit their proposal on Submittable, but we have to have both that and their model by June 3rd.
Okay.
So when
both objects.
so when we actually get the selection committee together to preview the work, we have the explanation of what the artwork is, as well as a model of what the piece looks like.
For all of the applicants?
For all of the applicants.
Do they get to reclaim their boxes?
Well, those that we've selected, we keep, and they've become part of the city's collection. In fact, we actually have an exhibit that ends tomorrow at 314 North Higgins, and we've had some of the past traffic signal boxes on display.
Oh, that would be fun. I want to try to run over.
So run over there today.
Yeah.
You know, some of them when we first started, we weren't getting the most sturdy models. So some of them.
Oh, I see.
Some of
This
them
is
don't
quite
exist.
a history now.
It is. It's a great
7
history.
years of the boxes.
And I'm always impressed with the great array of artistic styles. I mean, it's very different.
Well, that's one thing we talk about in the art committee, where you can be anybody. So it's new artists to really established artists. And we try to keep it really local. So if there's a budding artist in the community that we just find is amazing and we want to support them, you know, they have the opportunity to be selected for the project.
Yeah.
And there's no age limit. So we've had artists that were in high school that have been selected. We've had groups. Last year, one of the groups that was selected was Opportunity Resources. So they did a collage of a number of their artworks submitted by their clients. And it is over on 14th or Mount and Russell. And so the variety is just amazing.
Oh, and
it
groups
truly
could
is.
do it. Like, and you know, they were asking for living art. Though Carl Stein, you know, is related, it's a small town.
It's a small town.
You know, Tracy was saying, oh, I wonder if living art could do it as a group. She wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But a group
Absolutely.
could submit.
Absolutely.
Neat.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Anything you want to add?
Just head over to the city website and type in public art for the art call information, and you should be able to read through all of the requirements that we have on there.
You can download the art call, and everything is there. We have a template for an average size of signal box because truly many of them are different sizes.
Oh, there's
people
not one.
if they have walked around town or looked at some of them we have those pole mounted signal boxes which are about 24 inches by 3 feet. The larger ground signal boxes are actually about 3 feet wide by 4 feet high by 2 feet deep. But they're all essentially rectangles.
Right.
A box.
A box. They're boxes.
And I mean, this is kind of the epitome of getting art out of the museum, you know, into the public sphere.
The unexpected
What could be more public than
places.
this? Yeah.
We are getting quite a name for the project. We really are. And a lot of our artists, as Courtney said, we have artists that are established artists, but also those artists that have never done anything in the public art realm, which blends that health, safety, and welfare with the aesthetic and brings it out into the world so everyone can appreciate it.
Yeah, an elegant project. Very.
Yes. So
very
artists, get on it. Don't wait till the last
Get on
minute.
it,
Get out
artists.
there.
June 3rd. And go to Submittable and Traffic Signal Box Project and submit your work.
All right. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
both, Courtney and Kathy, for coming over and
This was great. Thank
spreading
you.
the word. So we still have some more guests. We saw Jessie Rogers from Historical Museum of Fort Missoula.
Goodness.
She snuck in. But Lisa from the Health Department is next. She's going to talk about Unplug and Play Week, which is in progress right after this.
It's the 2015 Unplug and Play Week, and today here at McCormick Park from 1 to 4, it's our Unplug and Play kickoff event that we have annually. And boy, we've got a lot of fun activities encouraging kids and their families to get outside and enjoy screen-free activities on a beautiful sunny day. So we've got everything from our ropes course is open and it's been quite popular today. We've got basketball, soccer, lacrosse, ultimate frisbee available for the kiddos. The YMCA is here doing soft hockey. The Peak Health and Wellness Center is doing some tennis. Missoula Osprey have a fun kind of hitting cage that they brought. Got some other non-sport organizations. The Clark Forks School is here doing some fun nature activities. Bob Ward's is here doing a paddleboard demo. We've got folks from the Audubon Society leading river walks. We have hand cycle demonstrations that we're putting on, face painting. Boy, there's a little bit of everything out here. We've got Mismo Gymnastics doing some tumbling mats, and the American Heart Association doing a water relay. Catch, which is a coordinated approach to children's health, doing an obstacle course. We're just encouraging kids and their families to come out, enjoy the outdoors, and put down their screens and turn up the play.
Girls in the blue dresses out there will be doing a Balinese dance, and afterwards they'll even be teaching some Balinese dance moves. So you won't want to miss this, and check out the Balinese dance from the Rocky Mountain Ballet Theater School. Thanks, guys.
Here in Missoula County that everybody's active and that every day people hike up the M or Mount Jumbo, or they go ski up the bowl, or they kayak in the river, but that's not the case. Actually, here in Missoula County we do have an obesity problem, and we haven't escaped the epidemic of childhood obesity that our nation is facing in America. And so it's really important that we as a community engage our kids and families to live healthy, active lifestyles and switch the culture from being behind electronics and not engaged with your community or with your body, and to re-engage. And part of the reason that the obesity problem is happening is because people are physically moving less. And if we don't...
And welcome back. Lisa Viskevich is here from the Health Department.
Hi, thanks
Hello.
for having me.
Most welcome.
And you have a big button on that says, Let's move.
Let's move Missoula. We're a city-county program, nationally
Yes.
recognized. We've received the highest honor on a national level with 5 gold medals for having physical activity opportunities and quality nutrition here in Missoula.
Great.
Wow.
And we keep charging forward with new initiatives and policies and putting together parks and all the great things we do in Missoula.
And there's one topic that is in progress this week, and that's the Unplug and Play Week.
Unplug and Play Week, yes. We had a kickoff event yesterday at McCormick Park from 1 to 4, and we had over 1,000 people attend.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
We know that just because we had a little sign-in sheet, just because we like to capture how many people we have and where they heard about our
Sure.
event.
Sure.
And you did a great job with the weather.
Yeah. Well, that was on the agenda. That was on the to-do list. And
That's
so
right.
we were successful at accomplishing that. So that was great. But we had over 30 different organizations, businesses come down and bring everything from kayaks and paddle boards and fencing and rock climbing we had every kind of obstacle course, strider bikes for the little ones. We had this whole preschool section opened up for the kids, and we had a bike obstacle course, so kids were riding up and down like little wooden, I'd say balance beams, you know. It was pretty amazing. And then we had the Purple Heart Military Order came out and did like a little calisthenic warm-up activity with the kids.
Great.
We had Fresh Market donated like 1,000 pieces of fruit, and then had some of their employees dress up as mascot apples and strawberries and carrots and broccoli, so they were all running around. They were juggling. Yeah, it was super festive. And all the kids and families were just reminded that this is an important week, that we put down the screens and we get out and play, and that we need to. They say that sitting is the new smoking in our culture and our life. And so we have to gently remind ourselves throughout the year that we need to really disengage and re-engage with all the physical activity opportunities we have in Missoula, whether they're in your home or in your neighborhood or in the community.
Right. So, I mean, it's getting to the point where many of us wear things on our wrists that zap us if we haven't moved. It's like, hello, Kim, are you still alive type thing. So this is great. Now, are there other activities going on?
Yes. So if you go to the letsmovemissoula.com website, you can download our 7 days of play calendar. And in there we have different activities happening all week long, with like the Peak and Parks and Rec and Championship Boxing, Title Boxing. The Art Museum has some events happening. The library. One that is unusual and is new, Romaine's, the restaurant out on Reserve Street, is hosting a kids menu tasting tomorrow afternoon from 3:30 to 5, where they're wanting to see what kids want them to put on their kids menu.
Interesting.
So I think that's really cool.
It's kind of like a nutrition idea in there.
Right.
Well, they're not separate. They're very together.
Right.
They're the foundation of who we are, how much we move, which we need 60 minutes of moderate to physical activity, and we all need to eat a quality nutritional diet. So we're trying to figure out at the health department and with all of our partners how we can provide affordable and accessible opportunities for both of those things to happen here in our community. And this is just one way to re-engage family, and I have a few tips that I just wanted to share.
Do, please, because we could all use them.
Because I have found, being a parent myself and talking to other parents and community members, that tips are good, and we can't have enough of them. So one way that you can get re-engaged in your household is that you can rearrange your living space so that the TV or the screen is not the central focal point of everyday living. So the other one is to start your day media free, so no screen time before school, before work.
So that'd be hard.
So engage in conversation, walk to school, bike to school, active transportation, Missoula in Motion, safe routes to school. We have new safe routes to school maps for Missoula County Public Schools K through 8. We just did a project with them, and so they're on all the schools' websites to share with parents about how they can get their kids to school safely. And what's really cool about these maps is that we put on there how many minutes it would take you to walk or bike to school. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in our culture we think that it'll take too long to get from point A to point B, but in reality it doesn't. So, so that's another way. And then another one is just no screens at mealtime at all. So have a conversation, play a game, just talk at mealtime. And then the other one is in your home to make sure that you have, especially with little ones, like different sensory touch sight materials for kids. So like Play-Doh and cloth and balls and just little things, pots and pans. And then the other one is go outside and play. We have great parks and trails and backyards. Create a backyard obstacle course with chairs and hoses and whatever you have in your house, pillows or what you have outside, right? And then another thing parents can do is create activity kits. So like if kids are coming home after school and they're like, I'm bored, I don't have anything to do, you know, just kind of look around your house and see what you have, and like some food coloring and vinegar and baking soda and some rags, and, you know, just create little science or art activity kits that kids can play. And then the other thing is, the important one is to limit our screen time as adults.
Right.
To
We're
model the
modeling.
behavior.
Yeah.
And to have that uninterrupted time with your child as well. So a lot of times what I've read is that sometimes kids are acting out because they aren't getting attention from mom or dad or someone that cares about them. So we have to be conscious of, we don't need to know what's happening every minute in our lives. You know, we are very much a instant gratification culture, wanting to know news today, now, but to make time in our day to just be engaged with our kids without a screen.
And all of those things, all of those tips are no cost or very, very, very low cost.
Exactly.
To be active, to enjoy all the things Missoula has to offer out there, doesn't cost money.
We're shifting a culture. That's all. My job title is Culture of Health, right? So,
because there are enormous changes people have witnessed. These things weren't part of our childhood in our age bracket. You know, people described our childhood now as feral, you know, that there was.
Yeah, parents would just shove you out the door and say, don't come home till dinner.
Yeah, right, because there wasn't that much excitement related to the house, to the TV. It was like smallish, it was black and white, and, you know, for a long period of time. And I do recall just making up all kinds of crazy games.
Imagination.
Yeah, with neighborhood kids. So we spent a great deal of time outside and engaging in this play, which scientists seem to suggest is a lot more complicated than playing a video game.
It is.
That playing kick the can or hide and seek, and all of this
You're
involves
engaging
muscles
and in social interaction.
Yeah. Social
So for all these tips and to find out what's going on around town for this whole busy week, go to the website, right?
Yep.
And it's
letsmovemissoula.com.
Right.
That's not hard.
And that's just the beginning. I mean, you want to be moving all the time, but this is the week where you could get yourself motivated and make a start, because you have to start sometime.
Probably.
Yeah.
You got to unplug.
And play.
And
But see,
play.
there's a
'Cause it's
positive
fun.
side.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right. I mean, I recall it was really fun.
I know.
Well, and it's creating those habits when they're young, too, that will carry through with them through young adult to adulthood.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just share the stat with you that we know in 1980, in Missoula, our kids, our third grade population, 7% of those kids were obese. Now that number is 13%.
Almost double.
Yeah. So we haven't escaped the national trend.
No.
We all don't go running up Sentinel every day or 2 times a day, you know?
Right.
So it's just, our culture. Our culture is different than it was in 1980. And so we're exposed to, you know, large sugar sweetened beverages, more screens, multiple screens. They used to say, keep the TV out of the bedroom. Now it's like how to keep multiple screens out from under pillows, right?
Right.
So, you know, it's like to kind of have a hard job. You know, there's more kind of temptation to engage.
Well,
in
thanks
not
for
moving.
We're
moving this week in Missoula.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Unplug and Play, May 1st through 7th, and it ends, the last day is Saturday the 7th with the big riverbank run with the YMCA.
Oh, perfect.
So
very good partnering.
So go take a little run. It's such a great event. So many people go out and, you know, can just run a mile. Just got to start somewhere.
It's not that hard. And there's a lot of walking opportunities in that.
Totally.
Right.
Exactly.
So Scott is motioning to us.
Oh, we ought to get Jessie
we
on.
have one more guest left.
Lisa, thanks so much
Okay.
for
Thank you.
taking the time
Thanks
to
for
come
having
over.
me.
Yeah, you know it.
Okay.
So we'll be right back. We've got Jessie Rogers in the wings. She's going to talk about events at Historical Museum at Fort Missoula right after this very brief
More stuff at the fort.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Molly Stockdale, Executive Director of Travelers Rest Preservation and Heritage Association.
And I'm Mary Holmes, a volunteer board member.
We support Travelers Rest State Park through outreach, advocacy, and educational experiences.
When you support us through Give Local, you're supporting children on field trips, tourists, and anybody else who might be visiting Travelers Rest State Park.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, we're back. We're back with Jessie Rogers. She is representing a historical museum.
One of our favorite guests.
Yeah.
She's
There's
back.
always stuff going on there. You guys just had an amazing weekend, right?
Oh my gosh, you were on the news every time I turned on the screen. It was great.
We just have so many fabulous things going on out there. It's hard not to want to share it for everyone to come out and enjoy. It's such a beautiful place.
It's newsworthy. That's
It
right.
is.
Yeah.
We had Forestry Day on Saturday, and we had the whole conclave leading up to it. The university team here did amazing. A couple of them are moving on to Chicago for the, I think, World Finals, so that's really exciting.
Really great.
Forestry Day was awesome. If you could just get over that it was gray and a little chilly, it was really wonderful. We had a whole bunch of stuff going on up there, so that's one of the reasons we're doing what we're doing tomorrow, which is Give Local Day. And my tiny little poster here.
Can't say enough about it. It seems to have like a busy bee or something.
It is.
These
We're thinking, hive. This is a community, the Missoula is. And so the bee is a hive, and we're all in this together.
Oh, that's swell.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow is Give Local Day. So we're really trying to tell everyone there's over 130 nonprofits signed up, including the Historical Museum. So for only $10, that's what we're asking our community, you, to do is, donate to your history. Keeping history alive is all about the events that we just had, like Forestry Days, or the event we're going to have next weekend, which is the grand new exhibit opening, or all of the camps that we have all summer, the educational programs. Most of these are free to the public or very, very small amount of money.
Super affordable.
Right, so that's why we do fundraisers like Give Local, so that we can get the money to continue all of these great events. So in addition to the 24-hour online giving, tomorrow we're kicking off, Plonk at midnight tonight, and then there's donor lounges all over, including ours. We have partnered with the Humane Society. There's going to be fuzzy, adorable puppies.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
All right, nothing can beat puppies.
And free pizza.
Oh, wow. Puppies and pizza.
I guess it's worth the drive out to the fort.
So from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to have some activities. We're going to have free pizza. We're going to have an old-fashioned photo booth. You can put on, the mustache and a hat. And we even have, some wigs from Carlos's One Night Stand. They're donating some fun stuff for us to use. And there'll be puppies and kittens.
That's great.
Well, maybe not kittens. We're hoping on kittens. But free pizza.
Yeah.
And for every donation you make at our donor lounge, you will get entered in a raffle. And also the first 100 people to donate to the Historical Museum through Give Local get a free year's membership.
Oh, wow.
That's really a lot of incentive. You really don't know.
This is all about community. So if you, the community, give to us, we want to make sure to give back to you.
Yeah.
And the Historical Museum, like I said, 32-acre park. It's gorgeous. We got all these activities. Support us on Give Local. Just go to givelocalmissoula.org or visit us on Facebook. We even have baby rhinos on Facebook right now because who knew it was National Rhino Awareness Day?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, okay.
So Facebook is a fun thing that we try to keep updated with tidbits, historical photos, fun things about Missoula and the world. And just follow us, like us, donate, come out, play, unplug and play at the fort.
See, there you go. It's a perfect partnership.
It's all mushing together.
Exactly.
Right. But it's
plug in to donate and then unplug and cuddle a puppy.
That's right. It's going to be gorgeous tomorrow. What better
is.
place to be than out at the
Exactly.
fort?
80 degrees, eating pizza, hugging puppies, taking an old-fashioned photo.
Yeah, donate. You guys are only asking a $10 donation.
$10,
yeah.
it's not that much. It's 3 lattes.
Yeah.
And if you come out, you'll also get a sneak peek of the new exhibit that opens next Saturday.
Now tell us, just give us a little
Maybe we have time. I
sneak-
think we're okay.
Yeah, I think we've got a minute or two. Yep.
2 minutes, okay.
So the new exhibit is going to be fabulous. It is in construction right now, which is really cool to watch the walls go up. It's called Collecting Missoula, a look into the Historical Museum's collections, which is we have 40,000 objects in our collections. You can't get them all out all the time. So we took out the wild, the wacky, the interesting, the evolution of what Missoula has been over, 150 years. So what used to be in people's living rooms and what's there now, like how things that are our material culture have changed over the past years. How museums collect, why it's important, and my personal favorite, the Cabinet of Curiosity.
Yes.
We created our own Wunderkammer.
Like, what the heck is this?
What is that? So that's next Saturday, the 14th, from 12 to 4, which is the grand opening. We're going to have, cakes and cookies and some drinks, and it's going to be behind-the-scenes tours, so that's going to be fun,
cool.
too. And if you come out tomorrow to the fort, you get a sneak peek.
Yeah,
All right.
as it's just coming together.
It is. It's still very much under construction. Poor Nicole, the curator, is hammering frantically and putting things up.
That sounds excellent.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, yet another one of the great nonprofit organizations and venues in this town that we want to support tomorrow. So.
That's right. So a word to the wise, it's givelocalmissoula.org, and there's a search feature in there, right? Because there's 133 or so.
You can search by type, arts, culture, animals, kids. You can search by who has matching funds, which, by the way, the Historical Museum has matching funds, so today goes
Double
farther.
Impact
So every
on
time
the
you give us
tomorrow.
$10, we're actually getting 20.
Right.
Yeah. That's a really good incentive. So that's how you, the humble viewer, could participate tomorrow. Or go to the fort, right? Because these donor lounges will have computers set up.
We'll have computers and more incentives there. So you can choose to pick throughout the day their challenges. So keep watch on Facebook and stuff. You can choose $250 to give to your favorite nonprofit if you're the lucky winner.
Oh, that's right.
See, fun
That's
stuff. All right.
I guess we better go, and just on the Give Local Day, don't forget, on this day, MCAT is live streaming from our website on the local live, so you can check the progress of the day, particularly between 11 and 3 p.m., and then again in the evening when they go to Imagination Brewery on West
And
Broadway.
don't forget Plunk.
Yes, and don't forget
midnight
Plunk.
tonight.
And 5 to 6 tomorrow.
Oh
Donate
my
$10,
God.
get a free drink.
Oh, you
There's
get a free
no time
drink?
to work tomorrow. Just
Give and consume.
Yes.
Right.
Endless cycle
Searching
of
for
life.
puppies and pizza.
Puppies, pizza, and Plunk drinks. Yay!
I guess we better go.
right.
So I just want to say, if you know of a group and you want to see them on our program, give us a call at MCAT 542-6228, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. So for MCAT, I'm Joel Baird.
And I'm Kim Anderson.
Thank you for watching.